Hello, I'm back with 3 more games for the ROG Ally. I had to switch to a darker room. I mean, I'm in the same room, but I had to put the curtains on because of the D brand screen protector, which is it's a mirror. It's the most reflective material I've ever seen in my life, except for mirrors. I don't know what were they thinking. It's very protective for the screen, and you can't smudge the screen as much as you try. I mean, it gets little smudges. I can drag my oily finger around on the screen, and it protects it from that. You can clean it, the dust. It doesn't get as dusty as any other screen I've used, but it's very reflective, and it's annoying unless you're like a vampire gamer. You don't play in the sunlight, or with your curtains open. You have to be in the dark to play with this or record videos, because it's very reflective. It's very annoying. I plugged it in because it was low battery. I bought the right 180 adapter for the USB-C, because I bought a different one and it wasn't working. It wasn't going all the way in the back of the device, and I couldn't plug in the cable. But now it's working. So we are on performance mode, which is my favorite mode. Maybe I'm still thinking I should have bought the Steam Deck, maybe. No, I'm not talking trash about this. I like this device. I don't have a Steam Deck to compare it with, but I think it would get better over time, because this has more potential. It has locked potential. The updates are not coming as fast as I thought it would be. We're still waiting for a BIOS update. I'm still using the old one because the new BIOS update, it's a mess. So disclaimer, I'm using the 3.17 version of the BIOS because the other one was not working so well. I was getting stutters in some games, not all games, but in some of the power modes too, and not all of them. It was probably better for lower operating modes. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play that much. When I saw the massive stutters, I had to switch back and flush put the other BIOS in. Okay, so let's take a look at the first game, which is HiFi Rush. Pretty popular game. Very entertaining. Very simple game. We're running in performance mode. We have pretty good settings. We have medium, I think. We'll go to graphics. What am I doing? 1080p, full screen. We are frame rate limit, or we could put no limit. Auto, vertical sync, no, because we want to see how much higher goes beyond 60 frames. Or you can go, let's see, camera shake, I don't care. Medium, you can go to higher. We have FSR 1.0. I don't know how that works. On ultra quality, I don't know how that works either. So let's see. 54 on higher. 54, 63. I think it's settling in. I know, 54. It doesn't feel 54. It doesn't feel the drop, even though it's dropping from 60 something to 55 or 53. It's a big drop, but it doesn't feel like other games. In other games, when it drops that high, from that high, oh, you can see screen tearing, but that's the only thing. I think we can lock this with VSync, so we don't have to worry about the screen tearing, since it doesn't go higher than 60 with high, everything high. Okay, no more. I saw screen tearing like a little bit, just a little bit, but this is very smooth experience. Yeah, I'm jumping, making it lag a little bit to see how much lower it gets. 59, 62. You can feel the drop. I mean, it dropped to 50 right there. and it doesn't stutter. You can feel the drop, but it's just not, it doesn't create a stutter, which is great. So let's go back to, oh no, wait, let's go to, obviously if we go to turbo mode, which I'm plugged in, it wouldn't let me 25, but we'll see the 30 watts. 30 watts, yes. I mean 25, earlier I tried some settings on this game, and 25 didn't feel, no, I'm talking about a different game. We'll see in a second with the other game that I'm gonna test. And 15 watts, it wasn't that much different from 25, but 30 right now, yeah, it's a big difference. Wow, very smooth, awesome experience. Obviously for 30 you have to be plugged in. 25 is gonna drain the battery so fast you won't fucking do anything. Okay, let's go back to 720. Test a little bit of the lower. I know for a fact that we'll have to make it as low as possible. Off, everything off, FSR. We'll see balance first, and then we go from there. Okay, 720p. Obviously, it's gonna go to, oh god, 160, 179, 180 frames. This is crazy. It doesn't feel that much different in terms of smoothness from earlier, so it is just overkill to this in turbo modes. This is for silent. Let's see if it works, how it works for silent mode. Let's let it settle in. Yeah, it's much lower than I was expecting. I mean, we're everything low from almost 200 frames dropping to 30. It's not optimized. Something's not communicating well with the device on 9 watts or 10 watts on the silent mode, because it should be higher than this. Should be like 50, 40 maybe. No, it's going 44. But if I go here, back to 30s, 40s, we can try something else. But already the game looks crappy. We're gonna try the performance, ultra quality, and performance is our last chance to get a little higher frames. 47, 44. The game looks garbage right now, but it's smooth. I gotta say, it's smooth. Doesn't stutter. Nothing. Works well. 50 something frames. You can definitely play it like this, no problem. 10 watts, but you have to be like absolute minimum graphics. Everything down. Yeah. So you can play with the settings and with the FSR and get whatever you like, but for me, usually games like this, and usually games in general, don't need that many graphical options. Just to be able to get more performance, maybe that's why it's good to have a lot of graphical options. But in terms of how the visuals look, medium, I think medium would be a great 720 even. I think this game looks, yeah, it looks better in 1080. It's one of those games that I prefer. Some of them I can play them in 720, but this one I think it's 1080. It's gotta be 1080. Okay. Go back to performance before the device explodes. Okay. 127. Oh, we're on. Wait, yeah, the game looks crappy because we're on FSR on performance mode, which will go to ultra quality. I think this is okay, probably. 80, 69, 87, something, I don't know. But this graphical options are more than fine. Look awesome. Don't see any screen. Wait, I see a little bit of screen tearing. I might even go to vertical sync on, which is probably gonna limit me to 60 frames. Yes. Is the screen limited to 60? Yes, it is. That's why it wouldn't. Oh man. Yes. Yeah, it was limited. I forgot about it. I thought it was limited in the game, but yeah, since the VSync it was limited to 60, the screen was limited to 60. That made sense. I should have checked earlier. Yeah, definitely more frames if your screen lets you have a better refresh rate. Go for higher frames. In this game, which you're very agile and you're jumping around, you need the smoothness. You need the game to be smooth. So I think we're done with this game. I'm gonna be back in a second with the next one. Okay, so we're back. We're testing next High on Life. It's from the Xbox Game Pass, which this device comes with 3 months. I had before the subscription, so I canceled it so I can get the 3 just in case. I don't know if you can get the 3 months credited in your account even if you're on a subscription. So I just canceled it just in case, just to be sure. So we're playing High on Life. Press any button. I already started the game because it's just some annoying parts at the beginning, and we want to test in a shooting environment where there's a lot of enemies and a lot of stuff going on, so we can see the frame rate. Let's take a look at the graphical options here. Now let's start the game. We can start the game and then test out the graphical options. Still can't believe how reflective this is. Can't stop thinking. Can't stop staring at it. Okay, so we're back here. We're in a shooting scene here. Let's go to the graphical options. We are on the what mode? We're on the performance mode, which is the most balanced, the better, the best, the better, the best. Full screen, 1080p, VSync on. Let's go VSync off, just in case. You see graphical quality. I put everything to medium. Field of view max, scale, render scale, it's locked. View distance, medium, 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 medium. Upscaling technology, FSR 2.0 quality. Do we have better than quality? Ultra quality? Or whatever it was? No, quality. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Oh man.
Oh shit, it's a murder.
Yeah, 70 something. Oh, we went down to 40. Look, 42. Well, sometimes if your game is stuttering or having like performance issue that didn't have before, or you feel like this is not right, sometimes you gotta restart the game. It's probably a Windows issue with this device. Come on, kill him.
Now grab the warp drive.
It's yeah, look, 48. Yeah, it went down. Went down real fast. I'm wondering if I'm having that issue that I have to restart the game for better performance, or even restart the device. I had to a couple of times to get better performance. It was terrible, and I knew the game. I was already playing the game, so I knew something was not right, and I restarted, and the stutters and everything was gone. But I think this is because of the area where we're in. We're gonna go low, or probably I switched. Yeah, I think I switched the FSR. Let's switch to balanced. If we can get something better.
Planet is doomed right now.
60, 92, 87, 84. In shooters with this 120 hertz screen, definitely worth it for less graphical options. Usually don't matter that much. Low, medium. I think medium is the best. Low is too low. High just starts to drop the performance for not a lot of gain in graphical fidelity.
Okay, listen,
Yeah,
don't
we're
worry
getting
about
good
the beat
frame
thing.
rate
The beat
here.
thing's fine. It's gonna blow up soon. We just need to plug this thing into power. Do you have something
We're
back
getting
at your
78,
house? Maybe,
77
you live in one of these huts around
frames.
here?
Oh,
Take us
dropped
there.
to 60
We gotta move,
something.
we gotta move.
It's fine, we
Listen,
don't
bring
feel
your
it.
hand close to your face. You can hit. Perfect.
I don't feel anything.
Slow down the sights and fire. You're doing great, by the way. Oh, I'm proud of you.
This guy won't stop talking.
Do you need some more encouragement? Here, this is my little G3 killer. Oh, look at you, G3 killer.
Yeah, 71 frames. Great.
Your breath stinks.
Okay, let's try something else. Let's try go to 30 watts. And try to go higher. To go higher, then low, medium, high. Let's go high. I have faith that this is gonna work. And balanced, we're keep it balanced. Gonna keep it balanced. Okay. Ooh. Yes. 78, 79, and we have high graphics. Did I put high or medium? I don't remember. Man, I'm bad at this. Playing FPS with a controller. Thumbsticks I haven't played in a long time. This game doesn't have a lot of aim assist. Okay, 63. I mean, it gets intense here, but I don't see it dropping below 60 frames. We have 80 degrees Celsius is going up. Oh no, we have 94 degrees Celsius. The temperatures rise. You can't hear the fans. This device is awesome in that sense. I mean, if you can crank up the volume even more with this awesome speakers that it has, which are sometimes glitched. I think it's the BIOS update. Yeah, I can't hear myself right now. It's too high, too loud. Sometimes they glitch. I can hear only from this speaker. For a second, I thought it was damaged. It was damaged, but then it works. Sometimes when I mess with the volume, it starts working again. I don't know. It's probably the BIOS. So that's it with this game. Awesome, works. I don't know if I would like to play this game. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or uninstall it. We'll see. But let's test the next one. So the last game is Battlefield 2042, which yeah, it's sort of a competitive FPS game. So we'll need the best performance, the best FPS possible, and that is only achievable on the turbo mode and with a lot of sacrifices. This game should be, I mean, it's the best optimized from what I know. This the Battlefield games optimized for the PC, but I don't know. Maybe they are that demanding. There's a lot of stuff going on. Even though I'm not playing Conquest or anything big, I'm gonna play some deathmatch. But we'll see in a second. We are at 720. We have max field of view. Okay, it's loading. Cut me off right there. 84 degrees. 300 FPS loading screen. 45 watts, drawing a lot of power. APU drawing 30 watts. So I didn't like the experience in this game. Even on turbo, 30 watts to get 60 frames. I mean, you could play at 40 maybe, but yeah, I don't know. In this game, I would play many other games at 40 frames, but this one just doesn't feel right. So I tried to reach 60, and it was by using dynamic resolution, which would drop the resolution way too low, and the game would look absolutely trash. Okay, custom. Another loading screen. Making me waste time. Waste everyone's time. Come on. Okay, we're in. We are in. And we're deploying. I think I have the latest settings that I used. Did I change them? I don't remember. Have everything to the absolute lowest possible. Dynamic range auto, high dynamic range, HDR. No, that's not on. It's auto. Motion blur, net off. Low. Absolutely everything to the lowest possible. Dynamic scale on. Dynamic scale refresh rate target 100%. 100%. Off for future frame rate rendering on, and vertical sync. Maybe we could try this. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if it gets the target frames. Oh, it's stuttering badly right now. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's stuttering. We'll wait for it to settle. So we are plugged right now. We're getting 68, 65, 60 something, but the graphics look absolutely trash. The resolution is probably much lower than 720 right now. That's what it looks like. I can barely see anyone anyway. It's unplayable. The frame rate is playable, but with this resolution, it's not playable. I don't know how much that translates on the video, but yeah, and it's stuttering right now. Think it out. If I would restart the game and the device, it would probably work better, but yeah, 50 even drops to 50 even with this resolution. Let's see if we can target. We are still on turbo. We're not gonna go out of turbo because we're gonna crash or some device will explode. Sudden combustion. Okay, let's try options here. We are at the lowest possible, but we're gonna try to not use dynamic resolution. Ray traced, no way. Vertical sync. If we can go, let's see. Now we don't have the dynamic resolution, so it doesn't look totally garbage. 720, it's acceptable, I think. Yeah, it's acceptable. But we see 36, 32. That's playable, I guess, but this is a competitive game. Doesn't have, to my knowledge, doesn't have single player. When it came out, it didn't have, I don't know if they have missions or something. So if it's not single player, 33 frames is not very playable. So there's no point in trying anything else. I don't see any FSR or anything that would help us get to a better frame rate without compromising so much of the visuals. Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. But this is not a game I would play. Definitely not on this device. I don't even play it on my computer. So yeah, I just wanted to test it just to see how it goes. It's sort of playable, but sort of not. I don't know, in between, whatever you expect when you're playing this kind of game. So that's it for this video. We gotta end with this disappointment. The Battlefield. I mean, Destiny, we played in the other video, and Destiny was working awesome. On Turbo, it was 60 and above, and you could play. I played competitive in the Crucible, and it was working awesome, just fine. I don't have. I have some other Call of Duties, but not the latest one, so I'm not gonna be able to test it. But yeah, I'll keep testing some other games, some awesome playable games from the Game Pass or from Epic Store, from Steam. We'll see you guys in the next video.